Hello, it's me, Squalid Gamer, and I wanted to talk about the situation between Microsoft Activision and Blizzard. Now, you may have been seeing something online that there's been layoffs in that company. Is the sad trend that we're gonna keep seeing, and we've seen of laying off people that were like overhired during COVID. Tech companies, especially video game companies, that saw tremendous amount of growth during the pandemic, because I mean, come on, what else were you going to do? They are now finding that they overhire a lot of people, and as acquisitions have started to happen, a lot of these companies have realized that there's a lot of redundancy. I mean, Microsoft usually works with customer service that is outsourced, so it doesn't really make any sense to keep Blizzard's customer service, and they will probably outsource that part of the company. So we've seen a lot of layoffs happening in the tech industry. So Microsoft has laid off 1,900 staff from its video game workforce. This means that everybody working in the video game side of things at Microsoft has been laid off from these 1,900 people. That means not only Activision Blizzard, but Xbox. However, Activision Blizzard was the one that was the most impacted by this. Phil Spencer, which is the CEO of the Microsoft gaming division. I don't really know the exact name of his position, but he basically sent a memo telling people that these layoffs were going to happen, and he closed up saying like, we'll continue to invest in areas that will grow our business and support our strategy of bringing more games to more players around the world. He also said, well, they're gonna support all these people that were laid off until the transition. But this is kind of weird coming from Phil, because he says support our strategy of bringing more games to more players around the world. However, the Blizzard survival game is canceled. We heard from it a couple of years ago. Now, there have been reports that I have not been able to substantiate, so I will not like show them, but apparently the game was in development hell. It was being developed, it had been in development for like 6 to 5 years, and now it's canceled, and it was intended to be launched on 2026, so it would have been between 7 and 8 years development for a survival game. I don't know what is going on there. Some people say that it is because they were working with Unreal Engine, and then they had to switch to Synergy, I think it's called, which is a mobile engine that they're working with at Blizzard. So basically all the work that they did when they were working with Unreal Engine was a waste of time. Let's call it what it is. Now, Mike Ibarra, which was the president of Blizzard Entertainment, also left. Now, I don't really think he left because he wanted to leave. I think he was made to leave. In BlizzCon, he was on the stage and he said that he was expecting to be with Blizzard as long as he could. And he told Jason Schreier, which is a reporter for video games, he told him that he was going to have to be dragged out of Blizzard. So this is him being dragged out of Blizzard, I guess. Now, this is very sad, of course, for everybody that has been impacted, for everybody that has put all of their effort and their hearts and their love into all the Blizzard IPs that they've been working with. But let's be real, are we surprised? I mean, I don't want to be an asshole, but I'm going to be an asshole. However, it happened, and whoever made the decisions in the company, Blizzard is in a downward spiral that they don't seem to be able to get themselves out of. It's crazy. Like, nothing is good in Blizzard. Overwatch 2 is a fucking disaster. Nobody's playing this shit, or maybe people are playing it. I mean, according to Steam, it has 20,000 concurrent players. It's still mostly negative, and most reviews are overwhelmingly negative. So I don't really hear people saying good things about Overwatch 2. What about Diablo 4, you say? Diablo 4 saw the launch of Season 3. Even though this season was very poorly received, it is actually doing very Well, as far as reviews go, in comparison to Overwatch 2, nobody's playing WoW retail. Everybody is either playing WoW Classic, with is the Wrath of the Lich King, which I'm playing because I don't play retail. I don't like it, it's boring. Or Season of Discovery or Hardcore, right? So nobody's playing retail and they can't seem to be able to bring people into retail. A lot of the catalog of Activision Blizzard is actually suffering a lot. Well, we're not going to talk about the StarCraft 2. StarCraft 2 is fucking dead. And it's very sad. I mean, they need to bring their games back and make good content. A lot of people took to Twitter to let people know that they have been laid off and how the situation was inside of Activision Blizzard. Now, for example, this person, Carmen Lights, which was a lighting artist for video games at Blizzard Entertainment, she's here lamenting that the survival project was canceled. Kate Lamb here in Twitter also said that, well, she was being a part of the layoffs, and she was an associate animator at Overwatch. Overwatch got hit hard. This is Hilmar, because he's like from, which one is this? Ecuador. He has been laid off too, and he was an animator for the cinematics mostly, which, I mean, come on, if you work on that animation, that's fucking amazing. It's one of the best that they have ever done. Marby also, which was a concept artist for the survival game, has also been laid off. And I mean, you can go to Twitter and look at all the people that were being like fired from Blizzard Entertainment. A lot of them worked on very different areas of the company. A lot of it was impacted. Concept artists, environment artists, narrative direction and narrative association, engineers I also saw on Twitter that were being laid off. So it's a fucking bloodbath. Now, again, are we surprised? I mean, of course, this was going to happen between when this acquisition happened, and given how poorly Blizzard games are performing, I am really not surprised at all. And it's sad. It's really sad for the people that were laid off. My heart goes out to them. I know that, for example, I don't know, the animators, the concept artists, they didn't really have a say on making impactful decisions for the way things are going right now. They didn't really choose to make Overwatch 2 the disaster that it is. They didn't really choose to make Season 3 and Diablo 4 the disaster that it is. They didn't really choose to derail WoW retail, but in the end, they are the ones that are, paying the price. And it's sad. It's sad. It really is. But again, could we not have seen it coming? Microsoft needs Blizzard and Activision Blizzard to make money, and by making shit games, they're not gonna make any money. It's that simple. I hope you're good. Take care. Bye bye.